Good evening or good morning, depending on where you are in the world. Let me move my mouse over here. So I've been playing on this guitar for about an hour, and I think it sounds really good. It feels good. This is the Gill Parris Signature model from Reverend. And yes, it does have a very Strat-esque body, basically a Strat body. But it has Fishman Fluence pickups in it, which I think are really cool. And it has a Wilkinson trim with a slight change from other Reverend models, which I'll talk about more in a second. It has a Palfaro fretboard right here. Just like all Reverend models, you have the locking tuners, like there. And this is a Carina body. And the Fishman Fluence pickups need to be powered. So there is a little USB port right there that you can charge. But what I found out is there's about 250 hours that you can be plugged in and play this thing. So I'm not sure of the math, but let's just say you played a gig every day for 3 hours, right? Maybe you had an hour of practice and the gig was 2 hours. So you're playing 3 hours a day. Even at that, that's still, 3 in the 250. I mean, how many days is that? That's the math. So you figure that out. So I can't do math on top of my head that fast. So anyway, so those are the specs of the guitar, and it does have a regular volume, tone, and tone for the bridge. Right, if I bring that down. All right, let me turn the overdrive off here. I'm plugged in through a Blue Guitar Amp 1 into a 2x12 cab with a little bit of reverb from the Line 6 HX effects right now. So and let me turn the boost on, because I do like having the boost. All right, here we go. All right, so let's test out this tone knob right here on the bottom. So here's a D minor chord. This is all the way up. So you can tell it's getting a lot brighter there. All the way down. Okay, if we go to the second position. So to me it's just darker, but it's not like honky sounding, which I really like. What's up, Francis? And that tone pot is only for the bridge pickup. So once I go into the second position here, now I can use the middle tone right here to control the middle and neck pickups. Yeah, and then here's fourth position. And neck position. Alright, cool. Now, this tone knob is currently in the out position, which means it's just adding more gain and volume. Okay, if I push that back in, and this is controlling all the pickups, whether it's, whether the toner is down or up. The tone is controlling the bridge pickup, but the tone pot being out does control the overall gain and EQ curve of the pickup. So with it back pushed in, now it's like your regular Strat, where it's like a low output or low to medium output pickup versus a high output pickup. So all right, so there's that. So I was thinking, as far as the pickups, they sound great. The width of this bridge is a little bit more. I think it's 10.5 compared to other Wilkinson trims that I have on some other models here. But my biggest concern is the tremolo arm. And is this the way it goes into the system here? That actually went in a lot smoother. I do have an Allen wrench, an Allen key down there that you kind of have to loosen. So you push that in, and then even with this all the way in, I feel like it's sticking up too much. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's just sticking up too much. And for me, when my hand is here, especially if I'm strumming, like, I'm hitting that arm, and I don't like it at all. So I do have this guitar in for review, and I did pay for this guitar. But I do have the option to send it back if I feel like I don't want to keep it. So I can get my money back, which is cool. But this is really the only thing that's stopping me from keeping this guitar. It's like, I love the pickups. I love the noiseless feature of the pickups. Even with like high gain stuff, like there's just no noise, which is crazy. But if I'm gonna have a tremolo system, I want to be able to like hit a chord and shake it a little bit, right? It always goes back perfectly in tune, which I love. And also, let me grab the other guitar real fast so you can see. So this is the Reverend 6-gun, which I got probably back in March or April of last year. You can see that the tremolo arm goes into a hole that's like slightly raised, and also it doesn't stick up as much. And when I'm playing, I feel like this arm just doesn't get in the way like this other arm does. So, I mean, maybe it's not, but I definitely feel like this part is a little bit shorter than, this one. And also when I'm not using it, it just kind of dangles right there, which is great because it's out of the way. So I'll put that down for a second. Put that down right there. But this one is like, it's very stiff in the hole. So I kind of have to like move it around a little bit to like loosen it up. But when I do that, it starts actually coming up out of the hole like even higher, which is not what I want. And even if I move this around, like it's getting looser, but it's also coming out of the hole. So I have to kind of push it back in, and now it's stiff again. So that's my hang up with this guitar. Okay, it's a Gill Parris Signature model. And I don't want to come on here feeling like I'm just bashing the guitar, because this is a great guitar. I love it. But this is the flaw right here for me personally, is the way the arm goes into the tremolo or this whole bridge system, and it's just so stiff, and it doesn't function like the other Wilkinson trims. Now, to Gill Parris's, defense, he doesn't use a tremolo arm. He actually blocks off the tremolo. But I guess he just likes, instead of using like your normal Strat tremolo, like you would see on a Fender or a Squier, you have the Wilkinson trim that he just blocks off. So he's not doing all the shaky stuff with the, chords and whatever. Okay. But I feel like it's so high out of the hole that even if I'm not using it, like if I kind of bring it back like that, you're not gonna. Yeah, I know. Let me get the comment up here. Yeah, I'll read the comments later. I just want to finish this off. So even with the tremolo there, like my hand is here and I'm plucking. But once again, I'm strumming, and my hand is hitting that tremolo arm. And that's just aggravating, because the pickups are great. I mean, the body is your classic Strat body. You got the volume in two tones, 5-way switch. And that's another thing that I do have a slight issue with on the 6-gun. It's just the position of this 5-way switch when you're strumming. Let's say you're in the neck position and you're strumming here. It's very easy for that pinky or just your hand in general to hit that switch, and now you're in a different position and the sound changes, and maybe you don't notice it until a few bars after you've accidentally hit it, and you're like, oh, I needed to be on my neck pickup, and now I'm on the second position, which is more of a quacky sound. Then I want to hit a chord, and I want to grab that arm and swing it a little bit, but it's just so stiff. But if it's loose, it's really far out of the hole, and it gets in the way even more. So that's really a bummer. Let me try and get a. I'm just using my phone for this live stream, but this is the Palfaro fretboard material, and it's got it really does have a nice look to it. It's very balanced. It doesn't have a lot of like the wood grain really doesn't pop out that much. But if I look at certain angles, I can see a little bit of curl in there, which I think is gorgeous. So what do you think, guys? Do I keep it? Do I send it back? Do I just take the tremolo arm out and just live without it? man, it's a tough one. It really is, because those pickups sound really nice. Real fast, let me play this 6-gun for you so you can hear the difference. Oh, I also got I got a new strap today. This is a Franklin strap. They are made here in Franklin, Tennessee, so it's USA made. And it's a little bit wider strap, which I like. So, okay. So you can see that the 6-gun has your traditional Reverend body shape. Yeah, I usually play my strap without the trim arm. So here's the Reverend body shape. It has like the big horn here, the little horn down here. Still very ergonomic, you know, fits well on the body, which I like. This one doesn't have any like gain, gain boost or anything. It's just your typical 5-way switch, tremolo arm, which I swear is a little bit shorter than the other one, which I like. So when I'm done with it, it just swings out of the way, which is great. So here's the 6-gun TL. Okay, here's second position. All right, middle. Now, if I really wanted to, I could buy the Fishman pickups and put them in this guitar. So that way I have, the neck I like, the tremolo system I like, but I'm getting that noiseless sound. I think I would have to modify the input jack here. Because if you look at this one, you can see this is a round hole with the input jack and the power adapter thing. So that's just, this looks cool. This is like your David Gilmour black and white Strat look. And even with the same settings on the amp, the Fishman Fluence pickups sound cleaner. This one almost has like a little bit more hair on it. So this is neck pickup. Okay, let me switch back so you can hear the difference again. And we've been going for about 20 minutes. So I'll shut it down here in a bit. So if you have any questions, go ahead and ask them now, and I'll address it before I head off to bed. So yeah, go ahead and ask, and I'll play a little bit. So. Okay, let me take the, I don't know why I'm turning it. I feel like I have to turn it to get it out, but there it goes. Pops out there. like it breaks up a little bit differently, but maybe not. I'll put it just on the clean channel with no boost. Once again, this is the Blue Guitar Amp 1. And this is the clean with the little 63 spring reverb from the Line 6 HX Effects. Yeah, and you're right, Francis. Without the tremolo arm there, I mean, there's really nothing to get in my way. I just have to, when I'm sitting down, my hand is more, I guess it feels like it's more on top of the volume knob and also the 5-way switch, so I feel like I hit it more. But when I stand up, my hand kind of goes this way. Yeah, I have my gig board here on my desk. But my hand swings this way more when I'm strumming, so I don't feel like I'm hitting the 5-way switch as much. Francis, I have Blue Guitar Amp 1, Line 6 HX Effects. I have a Stomp. I have a Boss MS3. I have the gig board here on my desk, which I do still use for all recording because it's just set up permanently and it's just so easy to use. I have the full-size Headrush pedal board, and I just bought a Supro amp, the Keeley Custom 10, which I'm just going to do some videos with and probably resell it because I don't need a tube amp. I recently got this Quilter 12-inch cab, the 12 HD cab, and I have a Tone Block 202. Should be coming in the mail on Monday. I tried to get delivered today, but nobody was home to sign for it, so they didn't drop it off, which I was bummed. But that should come on Monday. So I just have a lot of different toys and tools. Let me say, they're tools, really. Lots of different tools to demonstrate, review, teach different concepts about guitar setups and amps and pedals and whatever else. So I'm not really married to one certain company. Like I have to only use Headrush or I only have to use Blue Guitar Amp 1 or whatever else. Because I'm sure when Thomas Blue comes out with the Amp X, which is going to be a huge game changer for the industry, I think. I'll probably end up getting one of those as well, just to have another piece of gear in the studio to review and demonstrate and whatever else. So I'm never going to fully be a Helix guy or a Headrush guy, but yes, I have products from lots of different companies. Just because there's so many different options out there, and I like teaching, and I want to teach you about all these different kinds of setups. So that's why I have all of that. So here's let's go back to the bridge position, and then I'll be done, okay? Two position. Middle. Four. And neck pickup. So there you go, guys. That is the Gill Parris Signature model from Reverend Guitars. Y'all be sure to subscribe, click that bell so you'll be notified the next time I pull up a nice live stream and go out and make some music, all right? I'll see you guys in the next video. Keep rocking.